Hello everyone, hi. Today I wanted to share the books that I'm currently reading. Now, reading is a great habit, but it is also a really time consuming one. So, I've developed this habit where I keep switching my books according to the genre. So, let's assume I'm in the mood to read nonfiction and I am reading fiction, then I switch it onto that nonfiction, and when I'm feeling like reading fiction, I go back to it. So, this is how I take my reading journey, and I've been able to keep this up for quite some time. So, yes, I thought it would be a nice idea to share. So, without any further ado, let's just get started. My first book would be The Great Derangement by Amitav Ghosh. This book is about climate change, and I have an idea about what climate change is and its adverse effects. But to think that for something that is going to affect us so predominantly in the coming years and to know so poorly about it is just madness, at least for me. So I decided to get some books, educate myself, and this is the first book that I've started with. So this book is divided into three parts. First part deals with the stories of Amitav Ghosh, his dealings with climate change, how he has witnessed climate change in his lifetime, and his observations about what else is responsible for the calamities, for the disasters that takes place. Is it just the changes in climate, or is it faulty planning and something else as well? In the second part, it also deals with how climate change has been taken by authors and how it has been dealt with in fiction, how people don't take climate change to be serious, the reasons why they don't, the reasons why it feels so absurd. So I think this was an interesting work to read. I've read at least half of this. I'm about to complete it in a few days, and I found this really enlightening, and it got me thinking about how I have experienced and how I am experiencing climate change in my life. As you all know, it's hot in India. It's a burning. I don't know. It's going to be worse as the time comes, but yes, it's happening. It's a reality, and we have to learn what to do and how to deal with these things. So yes, this was my first book. Moving on to my second book. My second book would be A Little Life by Hania Yana Gihara. I know I am really late to the game. This book has already been talked about, raved, done, dusted, under the grave. I hope not, because I'm really enjoying this book. I'm glad I picked it up. I picked it up because I heard that it deals with a lot of dark stuff. You shouldn't read it if you are in depression or if you're in a bad mental health. Plus, I've seen a lot of videos of people crying while reading this. I knew I had to get it. I knew if it's a sad story, if it's an emotional one, I need to read it. I need to feel the emotions that the characters do. So I'm glad I got it. It is about four friends: William, Jean, JB, and Malcolm. It talks about each of their fears, their struggles, their ambitions, their differences, yet their love and support for each other. And I really enjoy reading this book because it paints such minuscule and unimportant daily things in such a beautiful manner that you read a sentence and you want to go and reread it and keep it within you and carry it. And I love books that have the ability to do that. So I understand what the rave is about, at least now. Can't say how I feel about it after I finish it, but for now I am really enjoying it. And I also understand the disclaimer for not reading it if you are in a bad state of mind, because it has some self-hurt elements to it. So I would also ask you to avoid it if you are not in a better state of mind. So yes, this was my second book. My third book is a non-fiction, and it is How to Know a Person by David Brooks. Now, I got this book while I was half asleep. I ordered it in a half-dead state of mind, and I don't know what is it about this book that attracted it, but I'm glad that I did, because I am really enjoying it, and I love it because it deals with a very important topic in today's world, and that is to be empathetic and humane in this competitive world. Now, the writer talks about how we have grown to see humans as challenges rather than living beings with feelings and emotion, and how we are losing touch with our human side, with our empathetic side, and how in order to be the best, you also have to bring out the best in other people, or at least the people who you are around. To see the best in them is to bring the best in you as well. So I really love that concept of the book. It talks about how you can be seen and how you can make another person be seen, and how that is going to help you be the bigger successful person in life. So yes, I'm really enjoying this book and I look forward to completing it. I've read few pages and I can't wait to finish this as quickly as possible. So yes, this was my third book. Moving on to my last book. My fourth and last book would be Covering Islam by Edward W. Said. Now, this is a non-fiction. He is well known for writing Orientalism, and I was quite impressed by his work in there. The research, the arguments, and the observations were on point. So I knew I had to read this, and I had to read this because of the subject matter. I needed to know why am I hated for following my religion. And in this book, he talks about how media and politicians portray Islam to spread the hate, and how Islamic countries, how they also use Islam to carry on their repressive regime. So it was and is a quite fascinating topic to read about, and I want to know about it. I have also suffered from hate and bigotry when it comes to my identity as a Muslim. But yes, it's quite sad because my religion, it is after knowing my religion well that I found myself knowing and learning more about other things. But it's sad because people don't understand that, or maybe they do but they just want to hate. So when people want to hate, nobody can stop them, right? They're gonna hate, they're going to avoid understanding reason and just hate in general. So yes, this was my last book. I'm reading all these four at the moment, and I switch from time to time depending on my mood. But yes, I hope you liked what I'm reading. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, share it if you want to. So yes, I'll see you in my next video. Take care till then.